Okay, let's start 8.2, which is all about translations. Okay, so let's look at this. On a rectangular coordinate system, the translation rule x, y transforms. This means transforms. Transforms to x plus 5 and y minus 3. So that means if I'm doing x plus 5, I'm moving to the what? I'm moving to the right. If this is my coordinate plane, and let's say my xy is 0, 0, right here, and I move 5 to the right, I'm gonna move 5 units this way, correct? So I'm moving 5 units to the right. And if I move y minus 3, I'm gonna have to start here and go down 3. So I move 3 units down. When we're talking about translation, if my x is negative, if it's x minus something, I move to the left. If it's x plus something, I move to the right. With my y, if it's y plus something, I go up. If it's y minus something, I go down. Okay? So what is this? Suppose that triangle JAF transforms to triangle JAF prime. The image, remember image. Image means the after image, right? The post image of FA. Well, FA is here, so the post image would just be F prime A prime. That's it. That was pretty simple. Okay? Let's look here. Okay. Point E, which is characterized as XY, moves 8 units to the left and 5 units up. So that means my XY is going to get transformed to what? X, 8 units to the left. So I also know that if I have a coordinate grid, if I move left or right, that's affecting which coordinate, which axis, my x-axis. If I move up or down, that's affecting my y-axis. So it's going to be x minus 8, comma, y plus 5, which is exactly what this answer is. Okay, right here. So with this one, use the graph and the translation rule. This we can also call it a translation rule to answer parts A and B. So they want us to enter the image of each vertex as an ordered pair. So guys, when you have a problem like this, please take the time to show your work and write each value of A, of each vertex. So my A is what? -9 and 3. My B is -1, 1. Let me fix that. And my C is -8, -1, right? So now I know all of these values, guys, all of these values right here is this. Now I'm gonna write these values over here. So now what is, and it's also gonna be what? It's also gonna be called what? It's gonna be called A prime is now gonna be what coordinate? Well, what is -9 plus 2? Remember, this x and y is the same as this x and this y right here. And we just said that this x and y are these coordinates right here. So now all that's going to happen is that these transformations are going to get applied to these coordinates, okay? So what is -9 plus 2? -7. What is 3 plus 1? 4. Now B prime is going to be, what is negative 1 plus 2? 1. What is 1 plus 1? 2. C prime, what is negative 8 plus 2? That's negative 6. What is negative 1 plus 1? 0. So these should be the coordinates of my new, these should be the coordinates of my new vertices of my new triangle. And if we were to plot those out, you would see that we would just get a translation of 2 units up and 1 unit to the right. So, oh, we're going to see that down here. So, you notice how these matched. Negative 7, 4, 1, 2, negative 6, 0. So now we just want to put that here. So what is my A? My A is negative 7, 4. It's this one right here. Negative, so you just have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that counts for the A. My C is negative 6, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0 right there. And my B is 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Okay? So same thing, except here they want us to complete the rule. So now they don't give it to us. They don't give us what the rule is. So here they gave it to us. They say, hey, look, buddy, you got to use this. You got to use this in order to find out your new coordinates. Here, you got to use this to find out where your new figure, where your image is going to be. Here, they gave us the image and the pre-image. Now we have to find out what rules did we apply to this. What rules did we apply to this pre-image to get this image? Well, all you need to do is focus on one point, guys. Because if the whole figure moves together following one rule, wouldn't this lead to that and this lead to that? They'd both be the same. They would both have the same directions. So we just had to focus on one point and find one point. So my pre-image is always just going to be x comma y. Now, what's the rule that happened? Well, I went down. Well, let's figure out our x first. So our x, what happened to my x? It went 1, 2, 3. It went 3 units to the right. So we're going to add 3. Now, my y, what happened to my y? It went down 1, down 2. So my y minus 2. So this should be my answer. Is it? Yep, right here. X plus 3, y minus 2. That's it. Now, you do not have to find out the other one, but just to prove to you that it's going to be the same. Look, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You just have to focus on one point, guys. Do not go crazy. If you have like a pentagon, do not find each vertices. Don't do that. If you have a hexagon, you don't have to find out all 6 vertices. One rule will apply to every vertex of that figure. Okay? So just focus on one point. So look, they want us to complete the rule again. So let's focus on one point. So I want to focus on these 2 points, just because I feel like it's going to be easier. So my xy is going to be x what? So let's move to the right. So if I move to the right, 1, 2. So x plus 2, y 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 4. That's it. X plus 2, y plus 4. That's it. Notice we don't have to find out all 4. It'll all be the same. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It all leads. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Okay, what is this? Okay, use the ordered pair translation rule. So they gave us a rule to find the image of 0, 0. So if they tell us to find the image of 0, 0, what does that make 0, 0? The pre-image. Okay, So if my pre-image is 0, comma 0, and I want to apply these transformation rules, well, this is my x, this is my y. What happened to my x? It got subtracted by 5. So it'd be -5. What happened to my y? It got added by 3. So my answer, the coordinates of my image should be -5, comma 3. Okay. Same thing. To find the image of this guy, so that means this guy must be the pre-image. So 2, comma -1 is going to turn to, what is x? What's my x? 2 minus 4, that's -2. What is -1 plus 7? That's +6. Okay? Now, Ruby is visiting San Francisco, okay? From her hotel, she walks 5 blocks east and 2 blocks north. Okay, so her hotel, let's just say her hotel is x comma y. Doesn't matter what it is, x comma y. So you guys, I will probably put it on the board during your quiz or exam, the cardinal system. So you have north, south, east, and west. Okay, so obviously if we move west, we're going to be subtracting the x. If we move east, we're going to be adding the x. If we move north, we're going to be adding the y. If we move south, we're going to be subtracting the y. So her hotel is on x comma y. From her hotel, she walks 4 blocks east and 2 blocks north to go to the coffee shop. So that means the coffee shop, let's put C, the coffee shop is going to be what? If she walks 4 blocks east, it's going to be x plus 4 because we're starting at the hotel. If the hotel's an x, then we need to put x plus 4. We're talking about the perspective from the from her hotel to the coffee shop. And now 2 blocks north, okay? So 2 blocks north, we're going to add 2, okay? Then she walks 6 blocks west and 7 blocks north to a museum. So where's the museum now? It's 6 blocks west. And remember, we said when we go west, we subtract. So now what is 4? What is 4 minus 6? Well, that is x minus 2. And now y, what is 7 blocks north? So we're adding. So that's y plus, what's 7 plus 2? 9. Where is the museum in relation to the hotel? Well, that's why we've been keeping this x and y, because this is the perspective from the hotel. So now to go from the hotel to the museum, we would have to go 2 blocks west, right? West, because we're subtracting. So west, and then 9 blocks north. So 2 blocks west and 9 blocks north. Okay? So what's this one? MUG has coordinates MUG. A translation maps point M to 1, 3. Okay. So that means that I don't know my pre-image, but I do know my image. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So MUG is the pre-image. So my M is going to be 6, -1. A translation maps point M to point M prime, which was what? 1, 3. So now find an ordered pair translation rule. So what happened to my x to go from 6 to 1? Well, my translation rule had to be x minus 5. because I went from 6 to 1. So what did I have to do? Subtract 5. Now why? What did I need to do to go from -1 to 3? Add 4. So this should be my translation rule right here. X minus 5, y plus 4. Now it's asking me, what are the coordinates of u prime and g prime for this translation? Well, remember we talked about, if you find the translation rule for just even one coordinate, then you're fine. It'll be that same rule for every coordinate, every vertex in your figure. So now, where was u? Well, u, let's do a different color. U was 9, 0. So that means my u prime would be, what is 9 minus 5? 4. What is 0 plus 4? 4. And my g is 5, -1. My g prime is, what is 5 minus 5? 0. What is -1 plus 4? 3. And there you go. My u is 4, 4. And my u prime is 4, 4. And my g prime is 0, 3. 0, 3. Okay?